party what to raise and what not to raise. We will respect Kenya Kwanza's right to bring all its issues to the table, and they must also respect ours. Number 13, likewise, we expect Kenya Kwanza to have no objections to our priorities. 14, until we agree that each party has the freedom and right to bring its issues to the table, and as we continue to pursue discussion, we shall continue with our engagements with the people. That right is in our constitution. It has no basis for any discussion. We will continue exercising our constitutional rights of association, of expression, of assembly. We are not going to negotiate that with anyone. In the meantime, number 15, we appeal to the Kenyans to continue extending support to families of the victims of police brutality. The response has been encouraging. 16, in addition to the account number previously given, people can channel contributions through paybill number 880100. Account number 4488460011 for Kenya shillings and 4488460027 for US dollars. Account name Citizens Emergency Fund. Thank you very much.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Tov from KTN News. Two questions. Has the Azimio team met President William Ruto? Because he has hinted on that. And number two, have you come up with the membership of the 5 members of the 10-member team that is supposed to lead the discussions? And lastly, what happens to the bipartisan team of the 14 members now that we have another team in place?
Yes, it's apparent from our statement that indeed there was a meeting chaired by His Excellency Honorable Obasanjo. And Baba accepted to appear in that meeting because of his respect for His Excellency Honorable Obasanjo. And as we have pointed out very clearly in our statement, that meeting did not conclude on any issues. It was a meeting to agree on when to hold the talks and how to hold the talks. So there were no issues canvassed there and agreed. So it is totally unacceptable and misleading to the public for Kenya Kwanza to start releasing its own statements purporting to be Azimio La Umoja issues. We have made it clear what our issues are here. And once a discussion is made within Azimio and our team is picked, then those are the issues that will be tabled for discussion in that committee.
The 5 members, do you have it?
We are still discussing, and we will soon announce the names of those members. Well, remember we already announced that we are disbanded that team, not because we were not ready for the talks, but because there was no good faith from the other side. So we moved to another level. These things are always developing and evolving as the situation also evolves.
All right. I'm Sydney Chazima from NTV. I've looked at the list from Kenya Kwanza, and it appears they are reading from President William Ruto's memoranda that was sent to Moses Wetangula. There's something they're talking about, creating the office of the leader of opposition. So, in terms of oversight, how strong is this oversight office when it's getting the money from the exchequer?
We have made it very clear those are their issues. Those are their issues. So you can ask them what they want to do with those issues. We have raised ours today. Their issues are their issues. Thank you very much.
Peter Munya, one final question, Honorable. This is Abdikadir from Citizen. You have disowned the Kenya Kwanza statement, which largely outlines what they want addressed in the talks. And clearly then it's from the onset, it seems like the talks are already freezed before they even start. Then what's the point? And all of you are members of the country's political establishment, so are members of the other part. Then what's the point of even hinting at talks when you clearly have well-documented differences and there are Kenyans who are looking at you with bated breath over where the country is, deep systemic corruption, patronage, and failure by state officials to address what their problems are. And you, the politicians, taking the Kenyan people as a punching bag.
First of all, talks are only talks because they are disagreements. Otherwise, if you don't have any disagreements, what would you be talking about? So clearly there are fundamental disagreements that need to be ironed out between us and Kenya Kwanza. And the difference between our issues and theirs is the issues affecting the people, and especially the issue of the cost of living that is escalating every day is the bottom line. That is the starting point. If there is no discussion on the issue of the cost of living and the bungling of elections by IEBC, I don't see, or we don't see as a team, what other issues we can discuss.
And one final
So that is where we start. The point of departure is
okay.
cost of living. How do we collaborate? How do we work together to lower the cost of living so that Kenyans can have hope and can start living better lives than they're living today?
One final question. We were here in 2007. It took the intervention of Kofi Annan and the international community to forestall a country that was on the abyss. I mean, here's Obasanjo again. Why do we need a foreign intervention or from another entity, yet we have provisions in one of the most elaborate constitutional frameworks to address our problems? Isn't this not, I mean, an egg on the face of the country's political establishment for lacking commitment to address political stability issue after every electoral cycle? Why do we need Obasanjo? Why?
I think you understand the problem is a trust deficit that has been shown by the Kenya Kwanza government, that when you discuss something, the next day the goalpost keeps moving. So you require a respected outside who can be able to give some guarantee in terms of what was said and what was discussed, because you can see some party that is wants to the process. So, and I don't think there is any problem with our constitution. Our constitution does not outlaw involvement of us in discussions. So I don't get where you are getting that idea that because we have a constitution that has been there for a long time, mediators are not required in a fundamental disagreement between parties in a country.
We are solving civil wars elsewhere. And
we are not, and discussion and meeting is not a civil war.
Why not address?
These issues are heavy, where citizens' rights are being trampled on and the citizens are being killed. Forces that we pay for cannot be small issues. With a lot of respect to you.